What's going on, y'all? Folk with Fading. We are back with a video, man. We're doing a reaction to the Rolling Stones' Mother's Little Helper. Now, this was recommended to me, and yeah, I'm still doing some music content. So if you have additional recommendations for music reactions you want to see me do, go ahead and comment down below. So let's get into some details behind the song. Mother's Little Helper, sung by rock band The Rolling Stones, a product of Mick Jagger and Keith Richards' songwriting partnership. It's a folk rock song with Eastern influences. Its lyrics deal with popularity of prescribed tranquilizers like Valium among housewives and the potential hazards of overdose or addiction. Okay, crazy work, man. Let's just go ahead and hop right into it. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe to the channel, man. Let's get it.
What a drag it is getting old. Kids are different today. I hear every mother say, mother needs something today to calm her down. And though she's not really ill, there's a little yellow pill. She goes running for the shelter of her mother's little helper, and it helps her on her way, gets her.
Crazy how he prefaces with, it's crazy getting old, and you know how kids are during this time. So basically alluding to the fact that you're a whole headache. You're getting on my nerves.
There's a little yellow pill. She goes running for the shelter of her mother's little helper, and it helps her on her way, gets her through her busy day. Things are different today. I hear every mother say, cooking fresh food for her husband's just a drag. So she buys an instant cake, and she finds a frozen steak, and goes running for the shelter of her mother's little helper, and to help her on her way, get her through her busy day. Doctor, please, some more of these outside the door. She took for more. What a drag it is getting old.
Dang. So they're saying that this is described as a satire or a parody, the lyrics focusing on middle-aged women with children who have become dependent upon pills. So supposedly, like 60s time, you know, I heard that a lot of housewives were under some type of influence. I think at a point in time, like, I'm not sure if this was during that time period, but a lot of couples use ecstasy, right, as a form of, I don't know, reconciling. Like, ecstasy was used as a therapeutic drug for a lot of couples going through, you know, couples therapy and things of that sort. So they're saying they were dependent on Valium to alleviate her feelings of existential pain. She asked her doctors to write prescriptions. The mother's state of anxiety is reinforced by the song's lyric of what a drag it is getting old. Some from Jagger from their point of view. It's crazy because when you really think about it, you know, this was the era of housewife. So on top of the fact of, you know, taking care of the home, taking care of the children, they probably weren't doing too much. Think about being at home, probably not having as much of a social life as you would want to. Hey, nuclear family time, man. I think that's when families definitely thrive. So I'm not completely opposed to, you know, certain structures and dynamics that were held back then. And, you know, people will nitpick, but there's always going to be some point of friction in any domestic relationship, any things of that sort, man. No matter if it was back in the 60s or modern times today, to where maybe women aren't stuck in the household, they're career driven. And then what do we have? Higher divorce rates. There's just lack of, I guess, the intimacy and time spent amongst or within the relationship.
Men just aren't the same today. I hear every mother say they just don't appreciate that you get tired. They're so hard to satisfy. You can tranquilize your man, so go running for the shelter of a mother's little helper, and for help you through the night, help to minimize your flight. Doctor, please, some more of these.
I need some more of that, is what he's saying.
Outside the door, she took for more. What a drag it is getting old.
Life's just too hard today, man. I wonder how many, you know, housewives, mothers, so to speak, and this may get pretty dark, but for those who weren't dependent on any drugs or whatever it was, how would they stick through it? I imagine a lot of them probably abused a lot of alcohol, were under some type of influence. But for the ones who tried to remain, completely sober, completely clear-minded, if there was a specific mortality rate in terms of, I don't know, stress factor, heart attack, whatever it may be, or just losing your mind. I know that's a pretty dark question, but my mind just goes immediately to the fact that people who become dependent on substances, and then there's the people who don't want to go that route because they know that leads to dependency, or they just don't feel like they need a drug to basically help them with anything. They just want to fight through it or stick through it. But I wonder if there's a certain statistic tied to certain mothers who didn't partake or participate, and what the result of that was. Was there, I guess, I don't know, higher rates of happiness? Probably not. Probably not if they were already deferring to taking drugs in the first place. But interesting thought.
Running for the shelter of a mother's little helper. They've just helped you on your way through your busy dying day.
There you have it, Rolling Stones' Mother's Little Helper. That's a 2-minute and 46-second song. Pretty short there. But the recording, this was recorded in December of 1965 at RCA Studios in Hollywood. Andrew Loog Oldham produced the sessions. It has a contemporary Indian-influenced rock sound, such as the Yardbirds. I don't think I've ever heard of the Yardbirds. Okay, interesting. So with that being said, man, I think like Rolling Stones is a rare group that I haven't really done much content on, so it's kind of good to get back to them. I want to say there's a lot of heavy copyright tied to a lot of these reactions, so I tend to get blocked. So hopefully this one, obviously doesn't get blocked. But if you have additional recommendations for songs that you want to see me do for Rolling Stones or whatever it may be, comment down below. Let me know your thoughts. There's a lot of comments from you guys from a lot of the old videos I've done in the past. I know I got a lot of these music playlists, so keep them coming in. Keep them coming in. I know I'm actually reaching a different generation, right? As well, a lot of folks who are way ahead of me, older than me, before my time, that have a lot of experiences and wisdom to impart. So it's all welcome, man. It's all welcome. It's all welcome. So this is the first pop song to address middle-class drug dependency. It helped to establish the band's reputation for cultural subversion. Retrospective commentators have described it as an early example of the Rolling Stones' developing sound and suggestion of Mick Jagger's later songwriting. So this is interesting, right? I like a lot of music that is socially conscious, right? And it tends to be a certain era to where this was very prominent, 60s, 70s, because I think there was a lot of revolutionizing going on. There's a lot of change, right, that was going on amongst the country and society and things of that nature. And artists actually took it upon themselves to speak upon these things, which is a beautiful thing, because nowadays you don't see artists really talking too much about certain topics and subjects when you have such a platform, such a voice. So love that. Love that. Comment down below. Let me know y'all's thoughts, man. Peace, love, prosperity. God bless every single person out there. Pray goodness, grace, and mercy over all y'all's lives, man. Subscribe to the channel, and we'll see y'all next time, man. Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life. Let's get it.